Lion face, roar!
Wow.
That ain't your show.
Welcome to Movie Obscura with Adrian and Kelly. I'm Adrian.
And I'm Kelly.
And this week we are wrapping up Bruce Fest.
Finally.
With the 2005 movie Alien Apocalypse that was on the Sci-Fi Channel.
It was a Sci-Fi Originals program.
We did not know that when we first witnessed
even
this.
though I think at the beginning they threw up the Sci-Fi logo, but I think I overlooked that.
I did overlook that too. This movie,
Not Bruce's finest work.
Unfortunately, we're going to wrap up Bruce Fest on a sad note. This movie was bad.
Oh my God, it was horrible.
This movie was very bad.
I don't think they had much of a budget to do anything with it. I think they spent it all on those crappy prey man as aliens.
Or they spent it all on Sharknado.
Oh God.
These movies.
Fucking Sharknado.
Bruce Campbell and
my wife loves that Sharknado movie.
My daughter loves Sharknado.
And then the second one, I threw that up on Plex for us, and oh my God, she had to get popcorn and everybody had to shut up throughout this entire freaking movie. She loves those monster movies like that, Godzilla and whatnot.
I love Godzilla.
See, I don't like Godzilla.
Oh, I did.
It's cheesy.
Godzilla. I did like.
We
Godzilla.
watched the new Godzilla.
I didn't see that.
Oh God. You go for an hour before you even see Godzilla.
Yeah, that's kind of like the one they did with Matthew Broderick. You didn't see. It looked more like a Tyrannosaurus Rex in Godzilla in that one.
Yeah. Anyway.
And then they had to fight Godzilla's babies. But anyway, this movie here, Bruce Campbell was a space traveler. He had 3 other crew members with him, and he was in limbo for 40 years. Is that?
I think they were in cryogenic sleep or whatever.
Right.
For 40 years. Weren't they? Wasn't he a doctor?
He's a doctor, yeah.
And he's got a very big head.
He's got, yes, and they returned to Earth, and it's not what they left it as. Portland is pretty much leveled.
It's mostly desert.
Yep,
not much fauna or anything.
Because the aliens have pretty much taken all the vegetation out.
Right.
And these aliens, they look horrible. They look like praying mantis. They
and
even
very cheaply done computer animation.
And they even do what praying mantises do after they mate. The woman bites the male's head off. Well, these aliens,
it's a delicacy to them.
And these aliens bit humans' heads off.
Yeah, at least 3.
And showed, and their blood was pretty much red Play-Doh.
Right. It was. Oh my God, that was horrible.
And when they cut the alien's arm off, it looked like high C ecto cooler. Very, very poor movie. The acting was horrible. Bruce Campbell, he couldn't even save this one.
No. Like I said, poorly written, poorly directed. Not much of a budget. I'm sure. No, it was just really, really bad. Josh Becker wrote and directed this, and I don't know if he's done anything else. I'm sure he's done a couple commercials.
Yeah, that's probably what he's going to be subject to after this film. He did in 2005. I don't want to end Bruce Fest on a bad note, but this one was very, very horrible.
It does. I mean...
And, they had a nice concept. The remaining survivors were slaves to were people that had these fake beards on.
And obviously fake beards. I mean, they were horribly just... oh my God, they were bad.
And they were called bounty hunters. And the bounty hunters
basically what they were jailers.
Yes, and they were servants to the aliens that took over.
If you can't beat them, join them. That was their mentality.
And they took these survivors as slaves, and all they were doing was wood, and I have no idea what they're doing for wood.
Shit, I can't remember. It was like it's a delicacy, it's a commodity that they no longer have on their homeworld. So they go around to all the different planets, M-class planets that have vegetation and trees and whatnot, and they harvest all the trees.
And these slaves are just cutting wood and stacking wood, and
basically lumber mill camps.
And Bruce and his crew get captured. One of his crew members has a broken leg, so they shoot her right off the bat.
Yeah, they treat them like fucking horses.
Yeah, pretty much. So and Bruce escapes, and he finds this home.
I don't know if
freedom.
you can tell, ladies and gentlemen, we're just rolling through this one.
Yeah, because this was
a very bad movie. It was, The Man with the Screaming Brain was bad, but it was intentionally bad.
Yeah.
This one was bad because it's a made-for-TV movie,
yes.
number one. Number two, like I said, I don't think they had the budget.
And
they don't even put the budget of the show on the mothership.
And make a long story short, he finds the president. He tries to get help. They're in the Capitol.
It's only been 20 years. These people don't remember what handshakes are.
Yeah.
The president has become this folk legend where he's out building an army, and someday he'll free all of the slaves from the lumber camps.
And he's in his little room painting. I mean,
basically, he's just held up somewhere.
So
there's camps of these people, and they've kind of gone back to almost like, you remember? I was going to use Conan the Barbarian, but I guess maybe a little bit further along than that. Maybe something like around the Dark Ages period, maybe. No technology whatsoever, basically hunter-gatherer type, societies. It was 20 fucking years. And this is how...
You could go back to, if we went back 20 years, that would be 1994.
Right.
The internet was almost just coming out.
Right.
In 94. I mean, you still had TVs, you had computers, you had gaming systems.
But, of course, we didn't have an alien race that came down to try to steal our trees. I mean, if that happened, if that happened in 94, and we were talking today, and you were to leave, and I wouldn't know, that I should give you a handshake, because I don't remember what a handshake is.
Yeah, this movie was just bad.
This poor movie, badly written.
Badly written.
It made no damn sense.
No doctors are left, and they don't even know what a doctor is. They called him the healer. What? I mean, I don't get it.
20 fucking years.
This was just horrible.
But his thing is now, because remember right after they got out of the landing pod of the spacecraft, before they got captured, he was talking about, how he wanted to become, the greatest doctor. And by the end of it, he's created an uprising. He's conquered the aliens. He's fallen in love with the woman of his dreams.
That he only fell in love with like 5 minutes ago.
Yeah, they're sawing lumber together. That's not a euphemism. That's actually what they were doing.
Right. Yeah. So this is. And he overthrows the aliens.
I personally feel bad to the audience for letting them down on this note.
Bruce Campbell, I'll tell you what, I love Bruce Campbell, I love his movies, but this one I just did not like.
No, even My Name is Bruce, I love that movie. I thought it was just
comedic gold. That was a good one.
Bubba Hotep, another great movie.
Bubba Hotep. Who doesn't like Bubba Hotep?
Yeah, that's true.
But, we like I said, we're just kind of winging this one because we don't really have any... Was there any good parts to this that you liked?
No, there really wasn't. There wasn't even really any comedy. And what there was, besides the obviously fake beards, there was no other comedy in this movie.
No, it was very, very horrible. And we do a rating system here on Movie Obscura.
We're
1
just
to 5.
cruising through this sumbitch.
Because there's nothing to say good about this.
No.
We've already said he overthrows the aliens. He saves the human race. He goes
and becomes this great hero.
Yeah, they keep calling him Jesus, but I don't understand that. This was just an awful movie.
It was bad.
1 to 10.
I
1 to 5.
do not recommend watching this unless you want to waste your life.
No, 1 to 5, Kelly. What are you going to give it?
I give it a half of whatever.
Just because it's Bruce?
Bruce is the only saving salvation of getting on a rating system.
Yeah, he didn't even save it. I'm sorry.
No.
He didn't save it.
Big fat zero.
This is I've never given a movie a big fat zero.
No, I can't say that you have.
I gave him the woman half, or the offspring a half. Maybe I did give woman 0, but I'm giving this one a big fat 0. Waste of my time.
I think you actually rated the woman higher than offspring.
Oh, it could have been, but this
I
one was,
can't remember
this
which
one was
way it
terrible.
Oh,
Big
this
fat-
movie was just...
There's nothing I can say good about this film. It's
No.
a big fat zero.
No. I blame the mothership. She's the one that suggested it.
Yes, we did get the suggestion from this, but this one was just bad. And and to the audience, I'm sorry that we are ending Bruce Fest
On
on
such
a
a shitty note.
horrible note. Now, Kelly, we have seen 4 films. We've seen the Bubba Hotep,
Right.
My Name is Bruce, Man with the Screaming Brain, and Alien Apocalypse. We're gonna put them 4 together. and how would you rate those 4 movies together? How would you rate Bruce Fest?
Bruce Fest as a whole.
We're gonna go Ash. We're gonna go instead of R's.
Ashes?
We're gonna do Ashes.
All right. Oh boy. You know, if the Evil Deads weren't such well-known movies, I'd like to do all 3 of them.
I know those are great.
But everybody's heard a review, written a review, or done a review on those 3 flicks. So. But I suppose altogether, out of a system of 5, I have to give it a 2.5.
2.5.
Because I only like 2 of the movies.
So you're going half.
I'm going half.
I will say that I'm going to give Bruce Fest a 3.
Really?
And the reason why is because I think the way that Bubba Hotep and My Life Was Bruce, it outweighs Life with the Screaming Brain and Alien Apocalypse.
Yeah.
I think so.
They save.
Bubba Hotep, we gave 4 stars.
But Bubba Hotep, it
gave,
is what it is.
We gave My Name Is Bruce 3 stars, 3.5. I think we even rated Screaming Brain because of how some of the parts were really funny.
Yeah, it did have that comedy in it, and it was intentionally made to be a B movie.
My Name Is Bruce. I guess this must have been the movie he was talking about in Bulgaria.
Oh yeah, when he was talking about going, I don't want to go back to Bulgaria. I think this is the Cave Aliens movie.
Yes, they get the Cave Aliens. Yes, exactly. So and like I said, if you're a big Bruce Campbell fan,
I mean, watch him.
You're gonna be disappointed though. You're probably not.
But at the same time, you still get to see Bruce trying to save a movie.
I think he was desperately trying to save this one, and he just couldn't do it. Yeah, there were no.
Nice thing about Bruce is he doesn't really just pick and choose what he's going to be in. He'll say yes to anything.
Yes, unfortunately, yes.
But at the same time, I mean, it is Bruce. This is what he's known for.
He's known for the B movies, absolutely,
right.
Absolutely.
It's nice to see him in a sci-fi series movie.
Well, if you want to see him in
minus the fact of having to see him in this.
Well, yeah, but
abortion.
But he
trademark movie Obscura.
Yeah, it is true. But he has done Burn Notice, and he was very good in Burn Notice.
Yeah, I've yet to watch that.
I don't. Yeah, but I'm just telling you, he's very good in that. He was very good in the Evil Dead trilogy.
Isn't Burn Notice another one of those damn copy shows, though?
It's a USA show, yes.
I can't get into those copy shows.
It's not so much of a copy show.
Minus Brooklyn Nine-Nine.
Not so much. It's not so much. Why do you call them? Wait. Before, why do you call them copy shows? What do you mean by that?
A copy shows if they're like frickin' a cop show.
They're not. Burn Notice is not a cop show.
Oh, do you mean like copy, make a copy?
Well, no, because Burn Notice, the guys, there are people after him. He's just fighting back. He's not a cop.
Yeah, that doesn't sound good either.
Okay.
I like Doctor Who.
I know you like
Star Trek.
Yeah.
I just got every one of the Star Trek movies on Blu-ray finally.
Speaking of franchise movies, that is going to be our next special. We are going to do another special.
Movie Obscura, high five on that segue.
That's right. We're going to do another special on Movie Obscura, another top 10, if you will. We have done top 10 horror villains that we love. And we've done our special Star Wars rant.
Where Kelly loses his ever-loving fucking mind.
Which you won, by the way.
Yes, I did.
Thanks to our listeners and viewers. This one, and you know what? We haven't really got any feedback on our monster ones, though. On
the monster one?
On who won.
I think a lot of it is because a lot of the monsters we had, minus maybe 1 or 2, maybe 3, are very well known. So, I mean, to spark up a debate over, the way we placed them in the list, there's really not much you can debate about that. I mean,
I was just hoping that someone would have said, for me, putting Freddy down low or Jason down
Oh,
low. They would have said,
something
"What are
like
you
that.
nuts?"
Yeah,
They're
yeah,
icons.
Well, maybe with this one, as far as the movie franchise.
This one did.
Now the rule is, of course, a franchise is generally a trilogy or more.
Yes, we're gonna do. We are only gonna limit it.
With the same character basis.
Yes, you have to have the character has to have at least 3 movies, and we're going to do a top 10 on that.
Yeah.
And we're definitely going to broadcast that. And like we did with the villains, we're not going to see our list until we actually
At the very end, we'll make out our list, then.
And we keep it separate, so it doesn't, and we got a few of them on the money there on that.
That was crazy.
Yeah, same number.
How close and
almost we had almost the exact same characters.
Yeah.
That there was a few that were
fucking Jaws. I don't know how that thing's a horror. It has anything to do with horror. It's a fucking fish.
I can't believe you're so upset at that.
I don't place that thing in horror. I don't know why it's in horror.
I don't know why. I don't know why I'm getting yelled at for Jaws again.
I'm sorry.
Are you gonna walk off the stage again too when you did
No,
that?
that fucks up focus. Go back and watch our top 10 horror villain special.
Yeah, he walks off, leaves me by myself. And also we are.
He had a Wayne moment.
and yeah, exactly. And we're also going to do, as we've been said before in the other films when we were talking about Bruce Fest, Frankenhooker.
Frankenhooker will come right after that. We figure what we really need to do is we need to kind of separate from Bruce Fest into our next series of movies, and this is a good way to do it.
I think so. I think so. And then we've talked about this on previous shows. We haven't really decided yet. It's more of a serious film, and we're kind of stepping away from the serious films.
Well, not so much a serious film, but it has well-known actors and actresses in it, and it does not fit into that comedy B-movie horror thing.
Well, I don't know if we really want to keep going into the B movies because these movies.
We're starting to find some turds.
Yeah, pretty much.
But like we said, we'll waste our time watching this shit so you don't have
every movie that we've watched that a lot of people have seen, Grave Encounters, The Collection. I didn't know how popular they were. They never made theaters, obviously, but a lot of people have seen them.
Yeah.
And they were great movies.
For the most part, yes.
But these B movies here, the only 2 that I've recommended so far, Killer Clowns from Outer Space,
Bubba
Hotep, and My Name is Bruce.
Yep.
I mean, yeah, we got 3 out of the 5.
Side note on Killer Clowns from Outer Space, the file got fucked up. I was able to salvage audio, so that podcast is only available in audio form on iTunes.
Right, and that one was a really good one. That one is actually fun to do.
I suppose I can put the audio in on YouTube like I used to, I suppose.
Yeah, that'd be alright.
Maybe I'll do that. Maybe I'll throw the audio up on YouTube.
Yeah, just so the new listeners have that one.
Yeah, because we did that one,
that was
about a month ago.
Yeah, about a month and a half ago we did that one. So we're going to do that, and like I said, next week we're going to do the top 10 movie franchises. And then go into Frankenhooker. We've talked about Midnight Meat Train.
We might as well do it right after Frankenhooker.
Okay.
Crap, now I can't think of what's his name from The Hangover.
Bradley Cooper.
Bradley Cooper stars in that with
Vinnie Jones.
Vinnie Jones.
Love
Vinnie Jones.
You might remember Vinnie Jones from Gone in 60 Seconds. He was the really strange, didn't talk guy. He was in Snatch. He was in Lock, Stock, Two Smoking Barrels.
There you go.
He was in. He
always plays the tough mafia or criminal.
Yes. Yeah. I have never seen him in anything else.
This one, I don't think he really says a single word. It's all just looks.
That's a lot of things.
And he's very intimidating in this movie.
Yeah, absolutely. He's intimidating in all of his movies that he's done.
Yeah.
So we're going to do that, and also there was
Sphinx.
Yes, Sphinx. There you go.
That's his name in Gone in 60 Seconds.
And Kelly, if they want to watch our past podcast or go to our audios. Kelly, where can they find us at?
All our video podcasts are on YouTube. Just search YouTube for Movie Obscura. You'll find that. Our audio's up on iTunes. You can get a hold of us through our Gmail and our Hotmail, which is movieobscura at corresponding email address, and Twitter and Facebook that I barely have looked at over the course of the last 2 months. Have you?
I have. I've seen it. Yes, I've been on Facebook on the Movie Obscura Facebook page.
I'm not a fan of using Facebook, so have at her.
But you can certainly reach us there.
You should probably give a shout out, a thanks to your friend who does do the Facebook page for us.
We have a friend of ours that keeps that page updated. Let's you guys know when our next our episode is up on the air and all that, and and all you that are watching, send your feedback, comments to us, and we'll be more than happy.
At any of those venues, the YouTube, the Twitter. Don't forget to subscribe to us on Twitter.
And if you have any recommendations of what movies
that would be super helpful. I mean, instead of us digging around IMDb looking for turds that, especially this one, we cannot polish this turd up to make a half-hour-long podcast.
No, we can't. And if you have movies, you know what? Even if they're turds, we'll go ahead and we'll watch them, and we'll definitely give you the credit for recommending it.
We'll review it hopefully a little bit better. But this movie had nothing going for it at all.
Not even I said not even the great Ash could save. No, not even Ash.
If he came down with the chainsaw attached to his hand and his boomstick,
I may give it a star.
All right, for Movie Obscura, I'm Kelly.
I'm Adrian.
Hey, we out.